It's so great to see you. I always love when Megan and Janine are at QVC because they always bring the best Sunbeam products. And I have to tell you, I am a happy Sunbeam customer for, gosh, now going on 2 years. I sleep with my heating pad every single night, and I think it's changed my sleeping habits for the better. And what we've brought to you today is something really exciting. It's our Sunbeam Slumberheat. It's a low-level heat, and we do have that 10-hour shut off, but it's essentially a warming pad. So we're not talking about a heating pad more so than a warming pad. It measures just about 42 inches from top to bottom, and then it's going to be 24 inches wide. So 4 easy payments of $13.75. But for a lot of you who are looking at this off-white, warming pad thinking, okay, warming pad, what really is the difference with that?
Well, you know what? This is a warming pad, and this is low-level heat. And it's designed to be slept upon. It's called the Slumberheat for a reason, because we want you to slumber on this, and we want you to sleep on this all night long. This has 10 different heat settings, and it has a 10-hour auto off. So, just pop in bed and don't worry. Go to sleep and sleep worry-free. A lot of heating pads, which this is not, this is a warming pad, but many heating pads you can't sleep on. This is specifically designed to be slept upon. And see the movement of this? This is movable and breathable.
And I like that it's got that quilted design, because for a lot of you, you probably have that mattress pad that's got the same quilted design as this. So you would put this between the fitted sheet, and that mattress pad, and kind of start to warm up the bed. So it's kind of that same texture that you're used to sleeping on, which really is quite a delight, dare I say.
Oh, it is, it is. And as you were saying, you put it in between your fitted sheet and your mattress, or even put it at the foot of your bed. If you're cold at night, you're not going to fall asleep, especially your feet. My feet are always cold. I do not sleep with socks on. I don't know why. I just have like a weird thing about that. But I do put this at the foot of my bed, and it warms up your feet just enough.
And you know what's really interesting about when you get into bed and you're cold? A lot of you go to sleep immediately, like in the curled up ball fetal position, and that's not how a lot of us sleep. But you're just like, I'm just trying to maintain any kind of body heat I can.
Anything.
What I like about this is because it's essentially oversized. A lot of times if you'd been sleeping with that heating pad, you would have felt where it kind of cut off at. When you're talking about 2 feet in width, that gives you, whether you're a side sleeper, whether you're a back sleeper, kind of ample room to get comfortable, so you don't really notice that there's that warming pad there. And what I appreciate so much about the warming pad, I'll be honest with you, I only set my timer on my Sunbeam heating pad for about 15 minutes because I don't like to sleep hot. I like to warm up and get that instant soothing factor. But because this is low level, I could keep this on all night and stay warm.
10 hours long, and it's machine washable. Check that out. I mean, that's just crazy insane that we have this warming pad and we can put it into the machine wash. I think that's such a great feature.
So for those of you that have the Sunbeam heating pads, just to give you an idea of what low-level heat we're talking about, my Sunbeam heating pad goes from, I would say, it goes from warm, low, medium to high. This is somewhere like right above the low. It's not quite a medium yet, but that's at the highest setting that this goes up to on 10. So that's just to give you an idea of the low-level heat. And that's, I think, what makes it therapeutic is the delivery of low heat.
Absolutely. And I'm going to pop on the bed here, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So if I'm laying here, as again, we can see I'm actually receiving heat therapy from my shoulders all the way down through my torso, almost down through the upper parts of my legs.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Even though she's not standing. So 5'2", I mean, she's got that probably from the mid of her crown all the way to just right under her hip bone. So you see that you're covering a lot of area. And also, there's not, you can turn over and you've still got low-level heat. You can turn to the side. You can lay on your back, which I think is really nice.
Oh, it's great. And you know what? If you want to turn your heat down and just use this to snuggle up in these off seasons, that's great. If you want to use this as a luxury spa item and pamper yourself, that's great too. Or if you just want to use this for everyday aches and pains, go ahead and do that. Courtney, I don't know if I told you, but I was on crutches all summer.
No!
I was.
I didn't even see you. What was your ailment?
Gosh. Well, it was my foot. But anyway, I was on crutches all summer, and it was crazy. I have 3 little kids, so I'm on crutches all summer long. And this saved me. I have to say this warming pad was the only thing that gave me relief because I had such pain all the way down my back and my shoulders. I'm gonna actually turn around here. See this coverage, Courtney? Look at how big this is. So, and we don't have little body parts. I hate to say it, but we really don't. And to be able to have this full body coverage of 42 by 24 is just amazing.
Well, you know what I'm even wondering too? If you're a new mom like Amy Strand is, I mean, you know, and this would fit perfectly in a crib, and it's that low level heating. Again, you wouldn't have to worry about it with traditional heating pads, turning it up too high, but it would help them maintain, you know, a comfortable, warm position, especially when it gets, you know, to be really cold. I mean, here in Pennsylvania, we don't have to tell you, it gets, you know, 0 and snows every day. It's just an absolute delight to live in.
Freezing cold.
But one of the things that I have really enjoyed about my Sunbeam products, and I think this is a good reason too, whenever we go to sleep, sometimes I don't like a heavy comforter because when your body finally kind of heats up the sheets, the comforter's too big and you become hot, and then that's when it becomes like the tossing and turning. I love that with this warming pad, you could keep this in and still do the lighter weight comforters and still be comfortable.
Yeah, and that traps in the warmth, and you're gonna sleep longer. You're gonna have a more enjoyable sleep doing it that way. And look at how luxurious it is. A lot of people do use this just for every day, just to de-stress. I even know for my birthday, somebody gave me a gift certificate to this like really upscale nail place. And you know what they did when I got there? They put heat on me. That is luxury. That is soothing. That is calming. And right now I'm receiving the benefits of heat therapy from my shoulders all the way through my torso, down through my legs, and it's just so relaxing. And you know what, Courtney? A lot of people, for medical reasons, don't sleep in a bed. They have to sleep in a recliner. And this is something that's great. You put this on your lazy boy and you just relax, watch the game, put a cover on top of you, and it's going to trap that warmth.
Or what about if you work from home, you know, and you're in the chair all day? Because, you know, at least in QVC, and trust me, when we have to walk from the studio to the other side of the building, sometimes it does take 6 minutes to get there. I mean, you have to leave early. The building is so big. But for those of you that feel like you're stuck in that office all day, I love that with this 10-hour auto shut-off, I mean, you essentially have that timer function, if you will, that it stays on for 10 hours. I mean, that's a full work day. That's a full work day of comfortable heat. You know, if it was a regular full-on heating pad, that would maybe go on once and then you forget about it. But, you know, for those of you that are sitting on that 2-hour conference call, you know, when they swore it was only going to be 30 minutes to begin with, this is kind of like that welcome, just
and it's that low level warmth that really helps with the everyday aches and pains. It has 10 warm settings. It's automatically going to shut off in 10 hours. And I wanted to show you that on the remote too. Here's my remote down here. I'm just gonna pick it up.
About the remote silent.
It is, it's soundless. You're right, Courtney. And that is just such a wonderful feature, and it just glides from warm setting to warm setting. And that is such a wonderful feature. And you know, if you have arthritis, don't worry about this. It's just gonna glide from warm setting to warm setting. See this remote, and it's nicely illuminated. You can see on the remote it says auto off. 10 hours. I love that fact, Courtney, because if you're gifting this to someone, they may not know that. You know, so that's just such a great safety feature. And fall asleep on this. Keep this out, use it, put it on your recliner. And you know, you're
the recliner and the lazy boy, I may never get up.
Really, it's such a nice thing to have. And what a great gift. I think this is like a unisex gift. If you want to give this to an uncle, an aunt, someone in college, not that they're sleeping for 10 hours, but you know, those dorm rooms can get really drafty. So if you have a grandchild and you're thinking, oh, what should I get them? This is something great they could take to college.
Even in apartments, like our friends in New York, their building controls the heat and the air conditioning. And sometimes you do go in there and the heat hasn't been on for an hour because they don't have access to it. I mean, close to 200 of you have already dialed in taking advantage of this. Remember, it's 42 inches in length, 24 inches wide, and it's got this really nice quilted texture that's probably the same texture as your mattress pad. So I mean, I've been sitting here the entire time leaning up against the pillow. to me, it doesn't feel any different than my bed at home because I was used to that comforting texture. But honestly, I think I would prefer something like this than my heating pad because I would get more of that low-level heat that's comfortable heat.
That's
you know,
right,
when you're
it's
cold,
gentle.
you can always layer up, but when you're hot, there's not a lot you can do. This is that spot right in the middle.
That's it.
It's just
That's
slightly toasty and oh so relaxing. It's V32335. Megan, thanks a heap. It was good to see ya.
Thank you, too.
Stacey, what do you have?